Did you know you can go scuba diving right here in Madeira? In fact, you can go scuba diving right here in Funchal, and that's what we're going to do today. I've waited a long time for this day, years for this day, so I'll tell you all about that, introduce you to my special guest, and we're gonna go diving and see how good diving is. Let's have some fun. This is the star of the show, Leah. So today, I told you, isn't about me. It's about this girl doing her scuba diving course for the first time, because 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, who knows how long ago now, I made a promise to this one that I would take her scuba diving one day, but you can only do it when you're 10 years old. So we had to wait until you were 10, and finally for your 10th birthday, this is what we got you as a present. She's my ex-girlfriend's daughter. We've kept in touch, haven't we? Normally she talks, she's very shy, but how are you feeling before your first ever dive? Excited? Waited a long time for this? Gonna speak underwater more than you speak now?
Probably.
Probably, yeah, I think so. Anyway, let's get the camera out of her face and let's get into the course. And at the end of it, the moment we've both been waiting for, we're going to dive together. Ready? Let's do it. We're doing this dive course with a scuba school called Madeira Dive Point. They're based in the Pestana Carlton Hotel in Funchal, and I've dived with them in the past, so I trust them with Leah, which is important. Beyond that, Madeira is a fantastic place to learn to dive because the island's surrounded by the Atlantic water miles from any mainland, which means it's incredibly clean and clear. Visibility can reach 30 meters on a good day and is often this good. And thanks to the Gulf Stream, the water stays warm all year round, between 18 and 25 degrees. And whilst it may not have coral reefs and an abundance of marine life, like in the Red Sea or Asia, there are loads of marine life and cool marine reserves to capture your imagination underwater. Most importantly for beginners is how calm and easy the conditions are. There are dive sites which start shallow, you enter from the shore and everything is done at a relaxed and easy pace because there's no real currents. Simply, it isn't difficult. And as a bonus, it's also really affordable compared to the rest of Europe. What you're looking for, if you're over 10 years old, is the PADI Open Water Course. It's basically your first proper scuba diving certification. And once you're fully certified, you're able to dive up to 18 meters anywhere in the world. This course normally takes 3 to 4 days and is split into 3 parts. The first is a bit of theory, learning how the equipment works, learning how pressure affects your body, and learning what to do in different situations. Essentially, you're learning the basics of scuba diving ahead of time, so things are a little bit more easy when you come to do them practically. I think that's good from a safety perspective, I'm sure you'll agree. You can do this at the dive school, but what I recommend and what we did is we did it before the course itself. So we did it at home. You can do it before you come to Madeira. I think that just gives you the confidence that when you get into the pool and into the sea, you can fully focus on the course rather than worrying about the theory as you go. Then come the confined water sessions, usually in the pool. Here it was in the pool, but sometimes it can also be in the sea. This is where you really put the basic skills into practice. How to clear your mask, how to control your buoyancy, breathing underwater for the first time, obviously. And this is what gives you the confidence before the final step, the open water dives. 4 open water dives where you're actually diving in the ocean and you're going through all of those tests and all of those practice skills before becoming fully certified. Anyway, let's move on to the first session. So finally, it was time for the first session, and I think I'll show you a little bit more of this one just because the first one is probably the most nerve-wracking, right? You don't really know what to expect. But before every session, you have a chat with the instructor and they go through everything that you're going to go through in that session. So there really are no surprises. They try and make you as calm and as confident as possible before you do anything. And after she found her mask and her wetsuit and got both of those on, she was ready to go. It was a very proud moment for me seeing her in her wetsuit. She was a little nervous, but that's expected of a 10-year-old, I think. Even for me when I did it, I remember I was a little nervous. Suited and booted. You're cold. Well, luckily you're only in the pool so far. You got all your tasks. Do you remember them all?
Yes.
This is actually the toughest day of the entire course. You've got to do all the tasks in the pool, but you're gonna be good. He's gonna be next to you and he's gonna tell them each to you as you go, and you do them, and Gonna be good. Confidence. But it was off to the indoor pool because it was a little cold that day. And this is a good thing about Madeira Dive Point. You have the indoor pool and you have the outdoor pool. So just in case the weather is not perfect, you can still do your training in the indoor pool. And then it was time to get all of the equipment on. And as I say again, they've been through all of this equipment and told her exactly what is what and what does what, if that makes sense. And it was time to get in the water and take her first breaths underwater. A very cool moment. As you can see, things are taken very slowly and very calmly. Now, obviously, she gets a little more attention because she's a 10-year-old. However, even as an adult, you will go step by step, no rush, in your own time, so you're very comfortable. And confidence grows and grows. They work with you. They've done this before. They see a lot of students, so they kind of know where people get nervous. And yeah, this first session is just about getting a feel underwater, checking your buoyancy, moving around underwater, taking your first breaths, of course, and just becoming comfortable in the environment. Now, in each session, you do have to go through a number of tasks and you'll tick them off, but they'll adapt to you. If you're doing better, you maybe do a few more in one session or another, and if you have to take things more slowly, you do have multiple dives and multiple sessions to do this. We actually did one a week to split it up for her, but you go at your own pace. As I say, it can be 3 to 4 days in total. You can do them back to back.
So tell me, thumbs up or thumbs down for scuba diving?
And so with that done, it was onto a few more things in the pool. You have to practice things first, but then onto the ocean dives. And again, before each one, everything was explained very, very clearly. Miguel is a fantastic dive instructor, and the reason I'm here is actually because of him, because I wanted Leah to learn with Miguel himself, and he was fantastic the entire time. She had a few struggles taking the mask off underwater, clearing the water out of the mask and putting it back on, but he was very, very calm with her and very easy with her. He was the perfect person. And yeah, she worked through the course. She was fantastic. It was very, very nice to watch her grow and get more confident as she went on. And I think the main thing is, for me, she was enjoying herself. That was very important. But she was very, very excited and kept asking when I would finally come in the water with her and we would do our dive together, because we had been waiting for this for a long, long time, as I said, and this whole thing was building up to it. So I'm going to show you our dive next. It was a very emotional moment for me, I must admit. It was a very proud moment for me. She was very excited. I was very excited. So please watch, support this, leave a like and a comment. Let me know your thoughts if you want to go scuba diving in Madeira, and enjoy the next couple of minutes, because she'll be very happy that you're watching this. And obviously it means a lot to me too. And yeah, I recommend Madeira Dive Point. I recommend diving in Madeira. So yeah, enjoy. This is what you can look forward to.
And the weeks